Welcome to Aum Studio for Wellness YouTube channel. We are very happy that we are finally decided to start this journey, and we hope it's going to be worthy of your time and energy. We hope to share here a lot of insights, new ideas, and cover some of the important topics that is rising up in our community and humanity at this moment, including topics such as new consciousness and well-being on all the levels, different tools for self-discovery, and many more. We would like to also tell you in this video about our journey, how we started, a little bit about us, who we are, what we do, and we will be happy if you can subscribe to our channel, comment, and also share your insights with us.
Yes, this is a new endeavor for us. This is our very first video, so we're a little nervous but excited to share things that happen in the studio, some of our insights, tools, maybe some new modalities that will help you on your holistic well-being journey.
And if going from the beginning, how did we get started with all of this? And we're both mothers. I have 3 kids.
I have 4 children.
They are still young. My youngest is approaching 3. So it's been a wonderful journey. And from the beginning, we noticed it's been a transformational journey, continuous transformation for us and for our community as well. The idea was born on January 1st, 2023. When I woke up after the new year, and with the very confident idea that I need a space, bigger space where we can accommodate different tools for people to offer them in their journey.
Tell us how it evolved from there.
So when I first told my husband that I am ready to have a space, he was a little skeptical at first, and he was asking me multiple questions, and he has been a businessman for over 15 years. And I was answering him. Surprisingly, even for myself, I was so confident. And 2 weeks later, he said, "Okay, give me a plan." So I overnight put things on a paper, how I see it. I gave him a plan, and in couple days later, we went to see this space. This actually was the only space we looked at. And at that time, the walls were still black. It was some
black walls, yeah.
Kickboxing place before. I just felt so right here. When we came here, I started to imagine things where I see things will move and how they move. And sure we go. We just, a few weeks later, we signed the lease and we started to grow the space. It took us 2 months to build the whole space, and that's probably a different story how we found people, because it was also very interesting how we were finding teachers and even interior designer. It feels like it kind of was organically growing. And maybe here you can tell also your story, how you came along, because it was also a story.
It was an interesting story, yes. So like every new year, I write some goals and dreams and desires. One of the things that I wrote down was, I wrote that I believe that my purpose in life is to build or help build places of new consciousness, islands of new consciousness. And then you called me in February.
Yes,
and
yes.
You told me your vision for this place. But most importantly, what I saw in you is that you are one of the people that already carry the seeds of that new consciousness, where the seeds already started sprouting. And I knew right away that you can build a place, because to build a place of new consciousness, you need that new consciousness already in you. Maybe not fully. We're not. All of us are not fully there yet. But it needs to be already quite a bit in you.
Yeah, we knew each other from 15 years ago from some workshops, and Ilona does great journaling workshops and meditations that you can definitely find later here in our channel. We haven't seen each other for 10 years. We were busy with family, having kids, And then it just came, the idea came that I need to call her, I need to approach her. And then we started from the beginning, planning. And it was challenging in the beginning to put all the ideas, wonderful ideas, now manifest them and how to make them work. And it's still challenging, but it has been a wonderful journey. So right now we have been here in Alpharetta, Georgia for 6 months. And we already feel a lot of, some things shifted, some things we have changed and crafted, some things were stable from the beginning.
So let's talk about how is this place unique? How do you see it? What's unique about Aum Studio?
So I think the main idea that we are not repeating anything. It's not like we took the plan and implemented. We are doing everything from what comes to us, and then we implement it. And the idea, yes, we are mainly considering ourselves as a yoga studio, even though besides yoga, we have a variety of classes on a schedule, including Pilates, dance classes. Besides that, we also have childcare. From 4 to 6, we have kids club available for. So our big value is family. We would like to welcome all family members here. And we wanted to have an opportunity for people to come and do their thing while the kids are also doing their thing. And we have families who come and appreciate that, and kids are willing to come here. We actually bring kids every day here. They don't want to go anywhere else. And it's just amazing to see how you can be busy with your thing, kids are busy with their thing, and everybody is happy. So I think overall, the idea that we are creating something new, where everybody is welcome, all the family members are welcome. Also offering a variety of tools for people to, maybe not everybody wants to do yoga, but some people come here for the art, some people come here for the events, especially people who live far away. Now Women's Circle becoming a very popular. I personally love teaching sacred geometry, meditative art classes, and we are also starting to offer retreats, 3-day retreats. From our first one will be in February of this year. So the idea of offering a variety of tools for well-being, raising a new consciousness, new community who value that, the idea of multifunctionality. We also have a salt cave here. We have a few rooms. One big room where a lot of people can feel in the space, not like too tied to each other, and having a salt room, having an art room, having a healing room, having a kids club area. Also now having a natural shop with local people who really carry something unique that they love. And even meeting people who truly love what they do and they have something to offer. And I think that was one of my main idea from the beginning, because I met people, but the main idea was like where the space was the main challenge.
Yeah.
And I love bringing people together and having a space now to offer so everybody can find something for themselves.
So I think there is also a lot that can be said about this space itself. There is, I think everyone comments that when they come here, they just feel it's not tangible. There is something in the air, something magical, something healing in the air here.
We also like to call it a little Narnia, because from the beginning, when you approach the building, it looks
small.
Like it's small.
Yeah, it looks
but
small.
When you come in, and then you're like more and more and more, and people get lost in the space. Even kids, I love see how kids building their little worlds. They would go to one area, do something there, and then so it's like they feel free here. And I think the main idea what we receive from people, it's that they feel connection. That they feel that here, they almost feel like this time stops and they're more connected to themselves. And that was actually a big part of our intention. When we were building the space, and I think it's important when you start anything new or even anything at all, to ask yourself, why are you doing it? And idea of here it's, yes, rising a conscious community and offer people different tools on their journey of self-discovery, and also feel the connection with themselves on all the levels, mind, body, spirit. So we are about the holistic approach. It's not like body is separate or mind is separate, but it's all together. And people do feel that. This connection, you can't touch it, but you can feel it. And a lot of times people would come here and say, wow, the energy of the space is very unique. And it's always
very
makes
different,
our heart warm.
Very unique, very different. And I think when you come here, you feel that everyone here are doing what they love.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing this for money. We're not doing this for popularity or for some other external, superficial values. You can truly feel that there is something really heartfelt and soulful here.
Yes. Also, when inviting teachers here, that was one of the main characteristics, to find teachers who truly love what they do. And now we have about 20 people in our team. And everybody is here because they love this idea of serving people with their talents. And I think we can truly be satisfied in the world when we realize our talents, when we bring it to the world. Because each of us is born with the unique talents. And sometimes people are looking for going into therapy, like looking for that feeling of satisfaction. By the end of the day, what brings you satisfaction? It's and I tend to understand right now, it's because it doesn't matter how challenging the day is or was, and it's been a lot of times. We are working hard, but the idea is I'm doing something right. I'm doing what I can't not to do anymore, because I do love to do what I do. It gives this idea of satisfaction, of inner peace.
Inner peace, yeah.
And willingness to continue.
So you feel that you are fulfilling your purpose, right?
Yeah.
That's the idea of purpose, that we all have a unique purpose in life, and we have unique gifts. And when we find
expression,
we find places or projects where we can feed that purpose and those gifts into, and those projects are beneficial for the world, that's when we feel really fulfilled. Yeah. So I feel very grateful, because I actually, last job I had was, I don't know, 20 years ago. I worked for 2 years of my life. I never had a job after that. I think I tried a couple things, but it never lasted for more than a couple of weeks, honestly. And here I truly feel that I can feed my talents and my purpose into this place.
And Ilona has a big vision. She is truly changing the world through her words and through her texts. She's an amazing writer, and even we love to tell the story how my husband met me. He actually came to Ilona's workshop 15 years ago, and her workshop at that time was how to meet your perfect spouse.
Yeah.
And it was actually the date of my birthday.
It was about clarity, but it was about gaining clarity on your vision for who you would like to be with. What is a perfect partner for you? So
he was creating me on the paper.
Yeah, he gained clarity.
He gained clarity, so we love to tell the story too.
And then he met you a couple months later?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a lot to be said about clarity. And I think a lot of it is what we're doing here, is constantly gaining clarity. Like, where is life leading us? What is the next step? What is the next thing that is emerging for this place? We're trying to be very in tune, right?
Yes, it's almost
with
always
the flow.
Checking with yourself.
Checking with yourself
feel?
And checking with life.
Mm-hmm.
What is the next step for me?
And when you move from the idea that life happens to me, or to the idea of life happens for me, where you can see a lesson or something to learn in any situation, and it doesn't matter how challenging it could be. So it's the idea of moving, and the whole last year for me was the year of transitioning from this mind victim mentality to creator's mentality. And that would help me actually to manifest and move into something where I can ready to share.
So we're really starting the topic of new consciousness right now. So this is the shift that we believe, not just us, I mean there are lots of people who are talking about the shift in consciousness that's happening right now. And different people describe it in different ways, but I think for me the clearest explanation is the shift from the victim, from this idea that life happens to me, that I'm the victim of my external reality, external circumstances, to the idea of I'm the creator of all of this. I'm fully responsible for my reality.
Could you maybe name a little bit more about this? How would you describe the victim mentality and creator's mentality? What would be a key element?
Some core characteristics. Yeah, there are many characteristics there, but I think the core one is what we just said is this is happening for me, creator thinks. This is happening for me, victim thinks. I'm just this meaningless little being that is not fully responsible for my reality, and things are happening to me. I'm a victim of circumstances.
Also the idea of blame, when you fully can take a responsibility for all your actions and everything that's happening in your life, rather than
when you're blaming life, other people, the government, the economy, the whatever.
So the idea of the person who is moving towards the creator's mentality is the person who is moving away from the idea of feeling resentment, right?
Yeah.
So,
because if I'm the creator of this, what's to be resentful for? And I think it's also the idea, one of the core characteristics of that mentality is realizing that it's all for my good, that somehow every circumstance is a lesson for me, it's a gift for me, and it all helps me evolve and grow. I just want to point out and kind of give a little conclusion to everything that we talked about. The way you started Aum, the way it evolved and the way we work here is really a great example of how this new consciousness operates, how we constantly tune in into what is the next step, instead of having a rigid plan of what we should be doing, what would make sense, what would bring money. It's kind of more we're operating here from the heart. Does this offering feel right here in this place? We are not asking the question, will this offering bring money? Will this offering, does it feel right? Does it feel right for me right now in this moment? Does it feel right for me and for what we're building here?
I would like even to add here how to define the idea of to do something. So we all notice that impulse that's when we truly want something. And then usually how we used to be doing, we used to think, oh, whether do I have enough money, oh, maybe kids should grow. A lot of people told me, wait until the kids will grow. And now I realize that when the kids grow, I'll have different plans and different missions. And this is the best way. Recently, I actually asked my middle child, asked her, what do you think about mommy having, us having an Aum? She said, well, it's the best thing ever. So when you start action from that impulse, so for example, oh, I want to gather girls to do this art class, for example. And then I just take an action. I'm looking at my calendar, I said I can do it here, and I just invite girls without even thinking and all the plan. If I will think about, oh, I need 10 people, I need to find the right timing, it becomes very complicated. If I would to think about each detail, I told many people I would probably never start, because it is a responsibility, but it's a journey. It's not the destination, it's a journey. So when you have that impulse that you really want to do something, go ahead and do it. Even if two people come, even if you're there by yourself, but this is your first step.
Yeah,
and then
you listened to
eventually-
that inner
Yes.
voice, and you took the step, and after that, it's
And
it's
usually
really
when
up
you
to-
do it from the heart, people do come, people do feel that a warm and loving energy.
So I hear a lot of trust, right? There is a lot of trust in life, that this is what I can do, and I'll see if life will meet me halfway. Yeah, a lot of trust and courage. There is courage that comes with trust. Yeah, because I think our mind starts telling us different stories and fears, but
It's this idea of letting go of perfectionism. I used to be big on perfection. It's the idea of letting go of perfectionism is the idea of letting go of control and just trust. I do, and let's see. It's like a journey.
so it's interesting. In this first video, we already discussed several of these characteristics of new consciousness, of this shift. And hopefully it will be helpful for people to...
Hopefully you also found some of the key points that you can take.
Seeds, some seeds, right?
That you can take with you, and hope we can inspire you also. And
what do we want to inspire? To take courageous action, to listen to their inner voice more?
Well, it's all of this. It's to tune into yourself, find time for yourself, find time when you can truly, even if it's 5 minutes a day, but find time when you can just be and listen to yourself and do what you like. A lot of us put ourselves for later. When I feed all the kids, when I do work, when I do all of that, then I'll take care of myself. But it doesn't work that way. You do truly need to start creating, even if it's just a little bit, but time for yourself. So that's when you actually can even hear your desires. What do I really like to do? Even journaling on some questions of what does bring me joy? What do I love to do? And create space for that. So we'll be exploring more of different topics and also examples, life examples, and I will upload some art classes, and Ilona will upload some of her meditations and journaling. So we'll be sharing more and more.
Sharing more practical tools, hopefully, in the future. Yeah.
So we'll appreciate if you can comment, share this video with your friends, subscribe, and support us as well. And we are happy to be here.
See you in the next video.